Hello, my name is Erica Shea, and you are tuned into Slay, where each week you and I turn our attention inward and reflect on ideas intended to help move you into a state of inspiration and empower you to take decisive, proactive action towards achieving your goals and reaching your highest potential. This is episode number 7, which just so happens to fall on Valentine's Day, and it got me thinking about the ultimate gift that you can give to yourself or to another person to demonstrate your affection, your love, devotion, care, interest, you name it. And it also doesn't cost a thing. It is our most sacred superpower, and that is the gift of our attention. So, without much more needing to be said, let's get into it. As we all know, the most important source of energy for life here on Earth is the sun. Without its heat, Earth would be lifeless and cold. With that in mind, take a moment to stop and consider yourself as the sun. But rather than being the powerful star that's at the center of the solar system, you are this powerful star that's just center of your life, which, technically you are. Anyway, so next thing you're going to do is consider your attention. Your attention is your light. And what you give your light to, you give life to. Without your light, your personal life would be much like a sunless earth, just empty or meaningless and inhospitable or difficult to live in. Now, think of the things in your life as plants, things like your health, relationship with friends, family, money. It all needs your light, your attention to flourish. But balance, of course, as with all things, it's everything because we know too much or too little can both have devastating consequences. Now, with this metaphor in mind, take a moment to just assess. I'm all about self assessment. How are your plans looking right now? Of the things that matter most to you, like your health, peace of mind, are you providing sufficient light? Like, what could use more of your light or what could use less? Remember, both the positive and negative results of your life, they are results of your choices, and your attention is a choice. And unlike the sun that has no choice in how it shines, where it shines, the intensity, anything like that, you have so much freedom of choice. You get to decide where your light shines, at what time, how much, all of that. You just have to decide and take responsibility. You have to decide the kind of life that you want for yourself, the kind of relationships that you wish to cultivate. You have to decide where your attention goes because where your focus flows, that attention, that is where energy goes, and that is where you give life. So what are you giving life to? Or better yet, what are you giving love to? This is Love Day when this episode is coming out. I want you to think of attention as a love language. You cannot give quality time without it. You cannot give the gift of your presence without it. You have to actively participate and just engage, and that requires focus. So, what does the place, like what does where you put your love and your attention into say about you? Is your attention, is it directed towards your goals, the people that you love, including yourself? Or is your attention going toward everything else but? Is it directed toward what everyone else has or is doing with their life, or what you feel the people in your life say that you should be doing? Everything that's wrong in the world, worrying about that and trying to fix things that are out of your control. Where's it going? How much energy is going there? What if we spent less time wishing things in the past were different or worrying about the future or problems of others and instead applied that energy toward the things that we can control in the present moment? Freeing up energy and allocating more light towards the things that matter to you today, things that move the needle and bring you another step closer to achieving your goals. Remember, the mind is a magnet, and if you are obsessed with focusing on everything that you don't have, what you dislike, what brings you down, you're going to attract more of that energy into your life, more things to keep you feeling all of those emotions that you are obsessing over. The more you safeguard your mind from that sort of negativity and direct your attention to the areas of life that enrich you with the relationships and the things that grow you, the more life is going to continue to be and move in that way for you and open up in that way for you so you can continue to find more of that. What you focus on is what manifests in your life. I think the philosopher Lao Tzu said it best when he said, you have to watch your thoughts because your thoughts become your words. You've got to watch your words because your words become your actions. You got to watch your actions because those become your habits. And you got to watch your habits because those become your character, and your character becomes your destiny. You've got to be so selective with your attention and understand that it fuels everything in your life. You get to decide what gets to play a leading role in your life and what gets to be a total non factor. Mind your matters, mind your business, focus on you and your why. I swear that the more you focus on giving every task in front of you your full, undivided attention, the greater your impact is going to be, the greater you're going to feel, the more self motivated you're going to become, and the more success that you will achieve because of it. It's simple math to me. So, one task, one you, that equals two, right? One task plus, you at half capacity, that equals 1.5. But also, like, let's be super real. A lot of people, maybe you, aren't even showing up at half capacity. Maybe you, for example, are applying your attention at 25%. And I would venture to say that the conditions of your life, they reflect it. It honestly reminds me of the old saying, you gotta spend money to make money. But how are you spending your money? Are you being careless with your attention, just applying it everywhere freely with no consideration and nothing to show for your investments? Or are you applying it consciously with intention? What matters most to you in life? For me, my number one desire in life is to be an active presence and source of support for my babies and my man, because nothing provides me with more joy than getting to contribute to theirs. And because I believe in the ripple effect that that sort of love and care can have and how it can extend beyond them and our home. So that is what I choose to be all in for. Do I have other goals and dreams? Absolutely. But no matter how busy life gets, that is my number one. And I treat my life accordingly. Everything in my life, my decisions, my behaviors, everything. That means when I interact with them, I'm super intentional about putting the damn phone down, inquiring about their day, asking questions about their feelings, just gathering as much data as I can on how to be the most impactful in my role in order to support their growth and development, because I know that it's also going to support my growth and development. It also means that I have to pay attention to my thoughts and my body, how it's feeling throughout the day, each and every day, to make sure that I am able to show up for them in that way. Because if I'm not paying attention to those things, I'm allowing myself to be depleted and drained, and I can't. If being on Instagram for more than 2 minutes makes me feel just I gotta stay my ass off. If keeping up with the news regularly brings me down, I gotta set some parameters. If I notice that I am feeling resentful in some way, I know that I need to carve out more time for myself than what is already in place to do whatever it is that I feel like is being sacrificed. I have to give myself that attention in order to understand what I need for me to fulfill my purpose, which is to give and to be of light and service to my babies, my baby, and my honey baby. You've got to pay attention. You've got to pay mind to what matters, because if you don't and you're letting your thoughts carry you away from the here and now, worrying about things that either don't concern you or that you have no control over or just don't contribute to your greater good, you risk burnout, feeling depressed, and powerless, which is such a shitty feeling. And you're not here to be a victim. You are here to be a victor. So commit to self-discipline and pay attention to your attention. Notice where your mind wanders and stay focused on your values, your why. Be led with intention and focus on living your standards. You're going to think these thoughts, but you've got to reel them in and get them in check to make sure that you are constantly moving forward in the direction of your greater good. Remember that you are a force and a source of energy, much like the sun, with the power to create and transform. So leverage it. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it in your IG story and tag me at Erica Shea so that I can see it. I love knowing that the message spoke to you or resonated with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your support means the world. Until next time, continue to show up for yourself in a major way.